the successful completion of the largest child rescue operation, not just in Florida's history, but in United States history. In a 2-week period, this team, a collective work of many agencies and law enforcement personnel, rescued 60 kids, kids that were in critical danger, many the victims of trafficking, many missing kids. We got a lot of people up here, and that's because it took a lot of people to get this done. What makes Florida the rule of law state is we're great at working together in collaboration across agency lines. So I'm excited to have here with me today William Berger, the U.S. Marshal for the Central District of Florida, Taylor Hatch, Secretary of Florida Department of Children and Families, Rita Peters, Special Counsel to the Florida AG's Office, Mark Glass, Commissioner, FDLE, Catherine Gomez, Director, Florida Department of Juvenile Justice, Human-trafficking Intervention, Callahan Walsh, Executive Director of the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, Lee Burkhall, Chief of the Tampa Police Department, Anthony Holloway, Chief of the St. Petersburg Police Department, Tracy Cayley, Director of Operations for Baycare Behavioral Health, and Natasha Nascimento, Chief Executive Officer of Redefining Refuge. This is what it's all about. This is why we do the job. I've been on the job now several months. I've got 3 little kids, and I've made clear protecting our kids and keeping Florida the safest state to raise a family is our #1 priority. Today is a result of the hard work to deliver on that promise. Many of these kids have been through painful, disastrous situations, but at least today we've rescued them and we now can work towards recovery. I want to thank our law enforcement partners. I want to thank our victims advocates for being there for these kids in a time of need. And I want to thank my statewide prosecution team for coming in heavy here. We've put a lot of work on the statewide prosecutors since I took office, and they have delivered. I thank God daily for them, the work they're doing that's keeping the streets safe. And I want to thank everybody that wears a badge and puts their life on the line. They save lives. So I'm not going to say a lot here today because these people did the hard work. I'm proud of them. I thank them. We got 60 kids safely back in our custody because of them. So thank you. I'll turn it over to the Marshal.
Thank you, General, and I know children are a priority with you. My name is Bill Berger, B-E-R-G-E-R, United States Marshal, Middle District of Florida, and I am overwhelmed by the results of this operation. Operation Dragonfly, the largest in the history of the United States Marshal Service, if not the history of the United States. As the AG mentioned, 60 juveniles recovered in 2 weeks, ranging from age 9 to 17 years of age. Several years ago, Atlanta had a similar operation, which resulted in the recovery of 30 children over 6 weeks. This effort was a collaboration of, as the AG mentioned, 20 agencies with over 100 people involved. I want to thank the AG for providing the statewide special prosecutors. I want to say special thanks to Sheriffs Chronister, Golteri, and Naco, FDLE, of course, our police chiefs, my friends, Lee Burkhall and Tony Holloway, Hillsborough County State Attorney, Susie Lopez, who many will be speaking in the very near future. It should be noted that Tampa Mayor Jane Castor and former Mayor Bob Buckhorn also visited the command post and spoke to our team, emphasizing the importance of this operation. We put together this operation emphasizing recoveries, but I can tell you I stressed arrest because experience tells us if the offenders are not apprehended, they will reconnect with these children. They are, in my opinion, leeches. Behind me, you will see the pictures of 8 persons who were arrested and charged with crimes ranging from human trafficking, child endangerment, drug possession, and trafficking. When arrested, they were given bonds ranging from no bond to $250 million bond. I've never heard of that before. Finally, it is important to give credit where credit is due. The one person who was tasked with setting up this operation and universally has been recognized by all people involved is Deputy U.S. Marshal Mariel Price. Mario will make himself available after this conference. Thank you very much.
It's good to put bad guys away. There's nothing more fulfilling. Next, we've got Taylor Hatch, Florida Department of Children and Families.
Good morning. Thank you for the opportunity to be here. My name is Taylor Hatch, and I have the honor of serving as the Secretary for the Florida Department of Children and Families. I am grateful to stand alongside so many dedicated professionals and colleagues, the U.S. Marshal for the Middle District of Florida, William Berger, FDLE Commissioner Mark Glass, and the Attorney General James Uthmeier. Thank you to the U.S. Marshal Services and for Florida Department of Law Enforcement for organizing today's event alongside the Attorney General. It is an opportunity not only to reflect on the success of Operation Dragon Eye, but to reaffirm our unified and shared commitment to promote the safety and the well-being of Floridians, in particular children. As you might imagine, an operation of this magnitude requires strong coordination at every level. From the earliest planning discussion to recovery and ongoing supports, DCF was proud to work alongside its federal, its state, and its local partners. Together, we recovered vulnerable children, and we mobilized ongoing resources to support their well-being. The DCF team provided critical information, helped shape recovery protocols, deployed child protective investigators, criminal justice coordinators, and human trafficking specialists to support this mission in real time, to ensure that every child recovered was met with care and was met with compassion. I would like to give a well-deserved recognition specifically to our team of 10 DCF operatives. Thank you so much for your expertise, your unrelenting dedication, and your incredible passion. Your work directly resulted in the recovery of 26 of the 60 children. That is an incredible impact. And as a mom and as your leader, I am beyond proud and honored to work alongside you. The appreciation and pride also extends to our outstanding work from our lead agency partners and victim advocacy partners as we work together focusing on the importance of trauma responsiveness and placement for the children that were recovered. Specifically, I'd like to thank Children's Network of Hillsborough, Family Support Services in Pasco and Pinellas, as well as Bridging Freedom, More to Life, Redefining Refuge, and Hillsborough Children's Services to again secure trauma-informed care, safe housing, and the right services to support each child both immediately and in their journey ahead. Because bringing a child to safety is only the beginning. Helping them heal is the work that we know follows. I want to again thank the leaders from the United States Marshal Services, FDLE, and the Attorney General, as well as your teams for your partnership and for recognizing the impact of our agencies and partners' contributions. As Secretary, I am honored to serve Governor DeSantis, who leads by example, who sets the pace, who sets the tone, and the expectation for delivering for Floridians and their families. Operation Dragon Eye is a powerful example of what we can achieve when we come together with urgency and with shared purpose. Thanks to your efforts, 60 children, as you have heard, are now safe and supported, and that is something everyone should be proud of. Thank you for standing in partnership in the unified mission to protect such a truly precious population, the children of our great state. Thank you.
Thank you, Secretary. Next, we have Rita Peters, Special Counsel in my office, who they refer to as Rico Rita.
I don't think I'll ever outrun that name. Good morning. As you heard, my name is Rita Peters, and I have the privilege and honor of being Special Counsel to Attorney General James Uthmeier. I've been keeping him a little bit busy the last few months, I think. It is an honor to stand before you this morning along with my partners behind me and the worker bees in the audience to share that 60 children were recovered, as you have heard. And it was only through the partnership of these federal, state, and local agencies. The number is not just a statistic, it represents a life and a future that was given one more chance. This operation reflects our agency's commitment to protecting the most vulnerable, our children. And this operation shows the extraordinary work collaboration between all of our agency partners. We all worked in lockstep to bring these children to safety. No one agency could have accomplished this alone. It was a team effort rooted in our shared responsibility, our civic duty, and unwavering determination to keep Florida safe. As prosecutors, our role goes beyond the halls of the courthouse. We are ministers of justice and advocates for the voiceless, and we are committed to being part of the solution along with our agency partners. Recovery is just the beginning for these children. They will need care, counseling, and attention. And we will join with our partner victim advocacy organizations as well as with the Department of Children and Families to be part of that. When a child goes missing, the whole community suffers. Children are not just our future, they are our present, and they deserve safety, dignity, and every opportunity to grow and thrive. It is our duty to protect our children. Their lives matter deeply, and their safety will always be our top priority. And today, through the powerful collaboration and the shared mission, 60 children were given hope, caring, and protection. Thank you. Oh, took yours. Sorry.
We've got a lot of people here. I can't remember them all. Next, we've got Mark Glass, Commissioner FDLE.
Thank you, General. Appreciate it. My name is Mark Glass. I'm a Commissioner of the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. And 60 children. 60. Marshal, I just want to say thank you for your team, chiefs and majors. I appreciate you, sheriffs, that are contributed to this operation. As you heard before, not one agency can do it, not one. We all have to work together. Children are a precious gift to us, and we have to protect them. We think of us as heroes sometimes, but our heroes are really, if you just look at the blurred out faces up there, there's your heroes. They sustained so much trauma over a long period of time. And my hat is off to you, caregivers and victim right advocates, patrol officers, agents, detectives, and deputies that are out there trying to make a difference and trying to find these children. Remember my first one when I was a patrol officer, and I found one, and it was one of the most elated times I had because I was able to, felt like I went home and I did something. I actually helped someone, and it was a runaway. But now we have, and we still have for years, human traffickers. Horrible, 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 horrible. And we should purge those from our society, put them in jail where they belong, and we can't do it by just one agency. We have to work together. From NGOs to victim rights to all law enforcement, we have to do that. And our prosecutorial staff, the things that they have to see the whole case. They have to see everything that happens to these children. And we need to pray for them because they take that burden home just like the victim rights advocates do. And this doesn't stop here today. This should continue on and on. These 60 here, we have to rally behind them, rally with them, and continue to give them caregiving and support even into their adult years. Because your mind does not get developed, I believe, up until the age of 25. So the trauma that they faced all through this time is horrific. And we as a society should always galvanize together to help those who are much in need. So my hat's off to everyone here that is listening. My hat's off to everyone that worked on this. And Marshal, I do appreciate your team. General, you've been a stalwart on this, and I just want to say thank you for continuing to have the strike team in Tampa Bay. And we're going to do everything we possibly can to stop it. Now, this is a little plug. So if you see something, say something. That's one thing we always talk about, no matter what it is. It may not seem right. You may be at the grocery store. You may be in your neighborhood. This doesn't happen. This type of stuff happens in plain sight. It's right in front of you. You just got to look for the signs. You can go to the Human-Trafficking Hotline, which is 1-855-FLA-SAFE. That's 1-855-FLA-SAFE. You can go to FDLE's website. Once you make that call, we make immediate response to the local agency that is in the area to follow up on. We also we want you to call 911. I know everybody thinks, well, maybe I shouldn't call it. Well, look, if you can't figure it out, just call. One of those two numbers, somebody will come out and help. I'd rather say something so that way we can do something. And together we can make things happen. So to all that is here, I just want to say thank you. And we're going to continue to fight this good fight. Thank you, General.
Catherine Gomez, Director of the Florida Department of Juvenile Justice, Human Trafficking Intervention.
Good morning. My name is Dr. Catherine Gomez, and I serve as the Director of Human Trafficking Intervention for the Florida Department of Juvenile Justice. Thank you all for being here today, and thank you to everyone that is behind me. Thank you to all of our partners and colleagues in this mission led by the U.S. Marshal Service, and specifically by the tireless and relentless efforts of Deputy U.S. Marshal Mario Price. I want to express my gratitude to every agency that's here and every staff person that's here and every person in the audience that we all worked together for so many weeks and worked so hard. And I can see the tired nods in the audience because I don't think any of us have really caught up on sleep just yet. But it was worth it because we ensured that 60 recoveries, 60 young people were given an opportunity. 60 young people were brought home, whatever home that may be for them. This was a coordinated effort between law enforcement agencies at the federal, state, county, and local level, as well as other social service organizations, child welfare organizations, community partners, all united in the exact same mission, bringing these young people home and giving them an opportunity at recovery. And I and my agency are delighted and honored to have been part of this. To have this many kids recovered, really, as the previous people have spoken about, is really a testament to the partnership and coordination and collaboration that it took between every single agency to make this happen. None of us could have done it all on our own. Over half of the young people that were recovered had juvenile justice system involvement, either current system involvement or prior system involvement. But one of the beauties about this particular operation was that we believe in the inherent worth and dignity of every young person. So regardless of juvenile justice system involvement, all young people had the same opportunity to receive the recovery services that all the children had. And for that, we're eternally grateful to the mission and to the project. Every kid recovered by this operation is an opportunity. It's a chance, it's a touch point, it's a connection for that young person and the larger community. And maybe today will be the day that that young person decides to make major changes in their life. Maybe today is not that day. But today, at least, that day of recovery, that day, we know that they are safe. We know that they're okay. We know they're safe. We know they had an opportunity. We know they had a good meal. We know that they had a chance to talk to people that can help them. And that is worth it. So thank you again to everyone. Thank you to the collaboration and partnership and coordination and to all the agencies that are behind me. And together, this is not the last one. Together, we will continue to carry this momentum forward. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we've got Callahan Walsh from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
Thank you. Good morning. I'm honored to be here today on behalf of the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. First, I'd like to thank the U.S. Marshal Service and all the federal, state, and local agencies and nonprofit organizations that are involved in Operation Dragon Eye. NCMEC was proud to support this operation by sharing case information, real-time analytical support, and background research on missing children in the region. During the course of this effort, we were able to identify at least 26 children recovered who had been previously reported missing to NCMEC, some of whom were flagged during and in advance in preparation before the operation even began. Thanks to the incredible coordination by the U.S. Marshal Service and its partners, more than 60 children were safely recovered across 3 counties. This is more than a number. It represents dozens of lives brought out of harm's way and a powerful testament to what can be accomplished through communication, collaboration, and data sharing. We're grateful to play a supporting role in efforts like these and remain committed to helping agencies across the country bring children home safely, because every child deserves a safe childhood. Now, in addition to my work at the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, I also co-host the television show America's Most Wanted alongside my father. Finding bad guys on TV is a great thing, but bringing home missing children, that's hitting a home run. And this team here behind me and out front brought home 60 missing children. It is incredible, it really is. I hope to see more of this in the future. Thank you.
All right, we've got Lee Burkhaw, Tampa Police Department Chief.
Thank you, General. In the short time frame of this operation, alongside our partner agencies, our detectives assisted in locating and recovering, yes, again, it's worth mentioning, 60 missing runaway juveniles, and the arrest of 8 adults for human trafficking and interference with child custody. This operation is a powerful example of the importance of collaboration and the tireless dedication of everyone involved in this operation, including the 6 from the Tampa Police Department Special Victims Unit. Each recovery and arrest is more than a statistic. It's a reminder of our shared commitment to protecting the most vulnerable among us. It's a reflection of the oath that we've all taken and the mission that we carry forward. Lastly, if it hasn't already been made clear here today, when it comes to protecting our most vulnerable, there are no boundaries between agencies, and that's very clear today. And there will be no safe haven for those that cause harm. This operation is a powerful example of the importance of collaboration. These arrests and recoveries should serve as a reminder of the Tampa Police Department's commitment to fighting and protecting for our most vulnerable. Thank you.
All right, next we have Anthony Holloway, St. Petersburg PD.
Good morning. Thank you, General Marshal. Without the Marshal and the Generals taking lead on this, this wouldn't be possible. So I also want to thank our federal, state, and local partners, because this shows everyone that here, not just in Florida, but in the Tampa Bay area, we are serious about recovering our children and making sure that we bring them home back safely. To the suspects that are out there, we're coming to get you. If you want to take our children, we're going to take you off our streets. I think we made it very, as you say from this morning, we were sending a message out to everyone that our federal, state, and local partners are working together to make sure we bring our children back home safely, and we're making sure that we take our suspects off the street. And as they said earlier, 60 is a big number. For the city of St. Petersburg, we had 11 on the list, and we recovered 11. And again, that's thanks to all the hard work you've seen behind me, especially to the Marshal. So again, I want to thank you for that, sir. And I just want to end on this. As they say, the state of Florida is not going to be allowed, and I can tell you in the Tampa Bay area, we definitely will not allow it. So thank you.
All right, Tracy Cayley, Berger Behavioral Health.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity to stand with all of you today in recognition of the great work that is done when communities come together. As others have stated, this unique coordination among multiple agencies involved with the success of Operation Dragon Eye was truly seamless, and Berger is proud to have been a part of it. This is the second year that Berger has assisted the U.S. Marshal Service in providing medical and mental health services for youth recovered during a special operation. As the largest provider of pediatric and behavioral health services in the Tampa Bay area, Berger is uniquely equipped to care for this vulnerable group of children. Together with our community partners, Redefining Refuge, Bridging Freedom, More to Life, we established a recovery hub at one of our Berger locations with a vision of creating a safe and secure space in which to provide high-quality health care in a manner that was respectful and consenting. I am so proud of the tremendous care shown to these kids and of the countless Berger team members, from our security personnel to our physicians, nurses, counselors, food and nutrition team, lab, and others who volunteered their time and talents to support this important mission. I also want to thank the Department of Children and Families for their extraordinary efforts in securing safe housing for those who were rescued and for the work they do every day on behalf of endangered youth in our area. Through operations such as these, we bring awareness to child trafficking, hold people accountable who would do harm, and show young survivors through our actions that there is hope. There are people who care, resources available, and a better future ahead. Thank you to all the agencies represented here today, and congratulations to the U.S. Marshal Service for a job well done.
And last but not least, Natasha Nascimento, Redefining Refuge.
Good morning, everyone. I'm honored to be here to speak on behalf of Redefining Refuge and the children that we serve. And I'd just like to start by saying a huge thank you to our board of directors for their unwavering faith in our mission, and to my incredible team, to Addie Pena and Celeste Williams. You carry this work with so much grit and so much grace, and honestly, a courage that I think few people see, but that I know many children benefit from. So thank you. Our organization had the privilege of providing trauma-informed support, post-recovery services to children, and also the honor of hosting the centralized command post for all of these amazing people. And that is where this remarkable collaboration took place. And as you've heard from everyone here today, that's exactly what this was. It was a collaboration. It was a relentless coordination by agencies, by advocates, and by law enforcement, who all sort of got in a room together, and we just refused that the word missing was going to be the way that these children were remembered. You've heard a lot today about statistics and data, and I would like to close this